एक सेकंड मैं अपने आप को देखता हूँ. ठीक है, स्टार्ट.
Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. You are watching your channel ACS2. And yesterday I was reading one comment that, sir, is there on particular nakshatra there is some black magic thing or something like this? Then I discussed with Akashji, and there are lots of questions of people regarding all these things. We need to clear this, but in scientific manner, in astrological manner. So we are here with video, very important video about black magic. Let's welcome Akashji from Calgary, Canada. Akashji, Ram Ram, Namaskar.
Namaskar, Ram Ram, and thank you everyone for watching and subscribing. It's a very important topic today, Rohiji. Lot of myth and lot of facts.
Fact.
So we will discuss about both of the things, and also we will see that what experts say about it.
Yes, it is
Okay.
important.
Now the biggest question is this: are you affected by black magic?
Hmm.
But the question, there is question, or there is a, there is um just the imagination that are you affected by black magic?
Hmm.
Is it mental or is it actually exist?
Yes.
Is the thing. Moving forward, now first we have to understand that I will give the reference in the later stage that is black magic there or no. But the number one planet which can be associated with black magic is Rahu.
Mhm.
So according to Vedic astrology, everything we know that Swarna Bhanu was a demon, right, Rohitji? And
Yes.
then he was cut by Lord Vishnu into half. So he was demon. So he already the demons already used to practice black magic
Hmm.
or anything that is black magic is the name given by us right now, but in Vedic culture it is called Tantra.
Tantra.
So Ruchi, black magic is something that does not seem very logical in 21st century because right now everything is getting very modernized.
Yes.
But still everybody believes that dissatisfied souls do exist and some tantric may use to bring them harm to other one's life. So how is black magic done, Rohitji? It cannot be done like just thinking about someone and destroying them. So apparently, what happens? Something we know as preta or bhuta preta. That means evil souls or uh, souls that are just wandering around. They had an untimely death. So what happens? There is a way to actually capture them, and tantrics know very well how to capture them and get them into their own control. And the biggest thing that the soul wants is freedom or moksha or liberation. They want to go away from here, and the tantric promises that if you do my work I will get you out of this universe, and but it cannot be done, Rohitji. So no one has the power to get the soul out of this universe, but tantrics, they promise a lot of things to the soul, and that is how they capture them. According to this is all according to research. This I have seen some black magic instances as well as possession instances in front of me, but this is mostly what what is assumed. So Rohiji, here in Vedic astrology, Rahu and Ketu are the prime significators of black magic. Rahu commonly, and that is why, because big logic is behind this. Rahu is the planet of illusion, and Rahu is just like a smoke. And in by Parashara, it is also mentioned that Rahu is horrible. Rahu resides in forest.
Hmm.
Rahu has the tamasic energy, the energy of the evil energy. Okay, and Ketu. Now Rahu can also bring undiagnosed problem in person's life. Achanak, Rahu is something which comes like this. Suddenly it will do very good. Suddenly it will do very bad. So very difficult for Rahu to for controlling Rahu. And Ketu is the planet of transcendence. Okay, Ketu is that planet which puts us into that spiritual realm or moksha or anything. But we have to always remember Ketu is on the spiritual path, and Ketu is supposed to be a spiritual planet, but still it is considered malefic. Any astrologer or any Maharshi, anyone or the Saptarishis or anyone who has written any Vedas, Upanishads, Rahu and Ketu have been given the designation of malefic planets only. So Ketu imparts the ability of communicating with spirits. Only the power of us communicating with any kind of spirit, good or bad, can be through Ketu and no one else. Okay, Rohitji. And when Rahu and Ketu actually afflicts, our luminaries, that is sun and moon, one may become victim of black magic. There are many other combination, but now I don't think so. In this era, there are many people who can actually practice black magic. You know, they may be very rare, but still it exists. Rohitji, going forward, Sadhguru, he's a very famous spiritual leader nowadays. He's
Mhm.
supposed to be doing a lot of conferences and answering a lot of questions about spirituality. He has said, and I quote, "You need to understand that energy is just energy. It is neither divine
No, it is.
nor evil. You can make anything a god or a devil out of it. It is just like electricity. Electricity, the divine or the devil. What is electricity? When it is lighting your house, it is divine. If it becomes an electric chair, it is devil.
Oh,
It
yes.
just depends on who is operating it at that moment, Sadhguru. And he has said that yes, black magic is true. And I have put in the link also for ishasadguru.org to reference that how Sadhguru looks at black magic. He says, yes, why not? Black magic is real. It's an ancient science. And Atharva Veda is full of it. Open Atharva Veda and start reading. You will be shaken to kind of remedies or kind of things given there in Atharva Veda. Okay, so Rohiji,
Okay.
here, that is why I told ki at least I am not saying it. There are people who are very much bigger in status and in spiritual world who are saying about black magic. That is
Yes.
why I needed to add this. Now, Rohiji, the combinations of black magic. So, number one, I will give you an example. Number one is Vishya Yoga. Whenever Moon and Saturn are together in sixth or eighth house, if they make a wish are in sixth and eighth house, your sixth house is the house of enemies. And when Moon and Saturn makes the wish yoga, your sixth house becomes very weak. So enemies can attack you. Okay, Rohiji? Number one. Secondly, eighth house. Again, eighth house is the house of hidden enemies and occult practices. Here also, such people who have eighth house Moon and Saturn can be the recipient as well as the initiating personality of black magic. They can either do on other people, and they can be recipient. They can also receive black magic or black magic problems, because the sixth house, when it is afflicted, Rohitji, sixth and eighth house, you become very vulnerable. You become, if it is very weak, you become very vulnerable, and there is no protection from evil. Yes. Now, in case of Jupiter aspecting the Vish Yoga, only Jupiter has the power to control it, no one else. Jupiter aspecting the sixth or eighth house in such charts can be saved from black magic. Nothing will, there will be problem, but it will not be potent. Like if someone does also anything on anyone, it will be just 5% of potency, nothing else, because Jupiter is a very big protector. And always remember those people who are talking negative all the time, those people who are always cursing their life, their aura becomes very weak. And such people can be affected by ghost or black magic. So possession of ghost and black magic are two different things. But there is also a way where a tantric or someone who's doing a black magic can advise the ghost to go and possess you. Or sometimes the possession is just out of desperation of ghosts, because they just want to feel again that life. They want to be in our body, and they want to complete their hidden desires. Okay, Rohiji. But a weak aura is the one which creates, such what you say, such instances where you are very vulnerable to all these activities. Rohiji, you have any questions?
I think the reference you given of Sadhguru is very important, because when the prominent people of society talks about this, that these are the negative energies, these are the energies you can mold electricity in either way. That is good thing, because we are here with the scientific astrology, not to creating any myth, not to sell anything. We are just
Another
to clear doubts.
another thing to add here, so earth also has the energy of positive and negativity. So
Yes,
you
both.
just put seeds of rice on it and seeds of poison on it. Earth will not differentiate between rice and poison. If it
Yes.
gets water and nurture, it will nurture both poison and both sattvic food. So remember, energy is that like that only. So it depends on how we want to mold it. It will also uh, Earth has no way to differentiate between energy. Same way, the nature or universe has no way to differentiate between energy.
And our
If we
mind also, whatever you sow, negative thoughts, negative come,
negative,
positive thoughts, positive.
yeah. So we have the ability to control it. No one else. So if we think negative, positive, I will come. There are so many things in this video that you will be amazed.
Hmm.
Now, Rohitji, second thing is Grahan Yoga. Whenever Rahu is with Sun or Moon in 8th and 6th house, we have to see prominent houses are 8th and 6th house only. Whenever there is Grahan in these houses, 6th house of enemy, again 8th house of hidden enemies, and if 6th and 8th house are afflicted, you are very vulnerable, and black magic can easily attract such person. In another instance, if Ketu or moon sits or Ketu or sun sits, then also you are going through the same thing.
Hmm.
So any kind of grand yoga with Ketu or with Rahu in 6th, 8th and not aspected by Jupiter, you are supposed to be getting weak aura, and your thoughts are then supposed to be converting into any kind of such activities, like you will
Hmm.
think that some black magic is done on me, someone is doing curse, I have evil eye. Evil eye happens very easily to them. They are possessed by ghosts, they are in depression, and so many things so on. Now, Rohiji, here, if you know, we have to also consider that every all the times are not same. So times are ups and downs, right? Our life is ups and downs. It is not always same. So here
Hmm.
we have to understand dasha is very important. So during the dasha of malefics, that is Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn, we are very vulnerable to get into in transits or in such kind of events where they occupy malefic houses. We are very prone to get black magic done, or maybe negative energy, attracting negative energy or getting evil eye. So they are the combinations, and there are many other combinations. I'm just talking about few, about the most prominent one. There are many other, there are thousands more combination. But here it is just, we see that what are the basic combinations, what is the time when you can expect. So first of all, whenever we see any chart and we see that Rahu, Moon, Ketu, Saturn is going and they are doing all kind of good things and doing extreme effort, but nothing is working, that means there is some kind of someone has tried to stop it, or someone has put an evil eye on you. Okay. Now, Rohitji, there are multiple type of black magics. There is Uchchatan, there is Vashikaran, and there is, skull black magic, there is voodoo black magic. In every tradition, these kind of witchcraft and magic and everything exist. And it is mainly done by someone who's either jealous of you or someone who wants to revenge from you. Now, understand, if you are very much attached to spirituality, then, black magic cannot affect you fully, completely. There will be always protection around you. Now, how to find out? This is the main question, right, Rohiji? That okay, so how do I find out that someone has done black magic on me or no? Here, it is because your soul, your energies, your sixth and eighth house are affected so badly that you won't feel pleasure or happiness, no matter how wondrous event happen in your life. If every good thing also happen, you will say, "Oh, nothing good is happening to me." Second is hunger. There will be repeated hunger and craving for food. You will digest food in no time, and you will again want food at speedy rate, that I want food. You are completely stressed and destroyed in your mind, and you start gaining a lot of weight. Third is suicidal tendencies, anxiety, recurring anxiety and depression, and also desperation to cut off from her. You will start fighting with everyone for no reason, and you want to be alone and isolated, because that energy is not letting your aura to be so positive that you go out and talk to other people. Also, Roji, black magic science does not remain to us, and this black magic is a very vast word. It also means evil eye. It also means some kind of voodoo activity, some kind of someone who's very jealous of you and completely always manifesting that you are destroyed. Like, for example, someone who's always manifesting that this person should get destroyed, this person could, this, we are putting energy in the universe, right? So that person will be destroyed, and that your energy is working to, kill that person's energy. So there can be, it can even lead to extended family. Like a family also can start suffering. Family members might really cut off from you. Like the best of relations suddenly end, and you're like, how this happened? Why this happened? Sudden unnatural deaths. Suddenly, someone passing away. These are the common signs of black magic. The biggest sign is that death of plants and animals or pets start to behave in very weird manner. So mostly we all have pets. If they start suddenly, they start showing very different kind of if the tulsi mata plants die. Yes, Rohiji, you want to say something? You are saying something, Rohiji? Hello, your mic is mute, Rohiji. Okay, I think there is some technical problem, but yes. So death of plants and animals. If you have plants at your home and they start dying, they start going away, or they start, it was good for a very much period of time and nothing has changed, but it has started to go degrade itself. Then we see that yes, some kind of black magic has been done because the energies at your home has been destroyed now. Also, if the pets start behaving in a weird manner. But out of all this, we all have one thing common in ourselves, and that is intuition. If you get an intuition or gut feeling that something is not right, if you have strong gut feeling that you're under influence of some negative energy, do that someone in black magic on me. If you get that questions in your mind, that means that something is happened.
But
Yes,
that question should maybe out of depression also, or some anxiety
Rohiji,
or
it will come.
negative
So,
thoughts.
no, so Rohiji, it will come. Whenever you have all these symptoms, and especially death of plants. Okay, number one thing which is the most or positive thing in your house or in the indoor section is the plant. If suddenly your plant is doing very good from last 3 years and suddenly it's starting to die, that means it is absorbing so much negative energy and negative energy so much around it that it is not able to survive itself. That's why the energy will that house energy starts becoming very bad.
All plants, if there are like 3 to 4 type of plants,
Any
there is a
plants.
tulsi mata, there are some flowers, or
There
you
is money
want to say
plant.
all
There is
plants will die.
mostly all plants will start showing uh, you know uh, either if some plant are in the positive area like in the house where um, there is positivity or there can be energy with another, there is external forces also, god is also working with us, right? So if
Hmm.
there is, but still they will show some signs like that some of the leaves will get damaged or something will happen.
Hmm.
But another thing is those who have pets. So plants is a common thing we have at home. If the plant is not growing at your place, that means there is the growth has stopped. Someone has done something on you where growth stops for you. Now intuition, Rohiji. Then after all these symptoms, then comes intuition. Then you think someday sit and think that something is wrong. Now Rohiji, here is the quote which is very important. When our strengths run out, God's strengths begin. So for some things we have become powerless. So if someone has done something bad on us and we are getting affected, we are powerless. And then we have to root to God. Because that is an energy in the world which is so divine and has the power to destroy and create everything. Destroy, preserve, and create. Only God can do this. And for that, we have specific gods. So, first, most important god in Tantra Vidya or someone who destroys evil is Ma Bagalamukhi. So in tantric tradition, Bagalamukhi is considered leader of an army consisting of all goddesses. That means she has the power of all goddesses, that is, of the supreme manifested energy Shakti that actually belongs to Shiva. And she is terrible and instantaneous force. Like, she's crazy. She can, if she gets into power, and if you bring your problem to her, and she finds out that yes, there is some problem, she will destroy. Like, if you see the image here, it represents, I will talk about it in the next slide, but here the great cosmic wisdom Chinnamasta, the third eye, can stop our different perceptions, and thus we can be aware of the essential divine truth. The active forces of Bagalamukhi Ma has the same effect, but it manifests through sound, thoughts, and pranic activity performed by the human being. So that means mantra sadhana. And this is all coming out of Atharva Ved. This is all coming out of Veda, everything. Now, here, Bagalamukhi Mata is the central point where we can identify ourselves with ineffable silence, with mysterious stillness, and with aesthetic, I cannot say this word, man. Immobility of an essential divine nature, a point where perfectly mimics all the actions in manifestations, even though it is beyond our actions. Now, here, another thing which is important is the story behind the photo here. So there was a demon named Madan who acquired Vak Siddhi. Now, Vak Siddhi means that someone who does lot of sadhana or lot of chanting over a mantra, and then he develops Vak Siddhi. And Vak Siddhi is to be done on a specific nakshatra in a specific period and for specific number of chants. That mantra has to be done, where it happens that you whatever you say comes to truth. So there was a demon named Madan who acquired Vak Siddhi, by which whatever he said came true. He misused it to trouble humans and murder people. The gods beseeched Bagalamukhi. The goddess grabbed the demon's tongue and immobilized his power. Madan requested the goddess that he should be worshipped with her. The goddess granted him this boon and before slaying him. So she slayed him for sure. But that is why Bagalamukhi Mata, everywhere you see the image, the Rakshas Madan will be there with her. Because he was granted this wish, the last dying wish. And here it is a very power mantra of Bagalamukhi Ma. I would request Rohit ji to please tell everyone the mantra that is Ma Bagalamukhi.
Om Hrim Bagalamukhi Sabdushtanam Vacham Mukham Padam Stavam Jivam Kilyam Buddhi Vinasham Him Om Swaha. This is, and in short, if you want to do it, Om Halim Bagalamukhi. Om
Om
Halim
Hrim
Bagalamukhi
Bagalamukhi.
Namah. Om Halim Bagalamukhi Namah.
Yeah. So this means that Bagalamukhi Mata is the destroyer of evil, and
There are
whoever.
10 Mahavidyas. If you go to Bagalamukhi Mandir in Bankhandi, Himachal Pradesh, and you go Prakrima of that temple, main temple, then you see they have placed the 10 Mahavidyas, that is Dhumavati, Matangi, Tara, Mahakali, Tripur Sundari, Tripur, like 10 Mahavidyas are there who are connected with this. Yes, as you tell that Ma Bagalamukhi lead in that
Yeah,
all.
but Ma Bagalamukhi is the leader of the army, and she has the power like Ma Shakti. She has the power of the universe. She can destroy any evil. So make sure that whoever is thinks that there is some kind of problem going on with them, they are not able to come out of it. On YouTube, if you just write Bagalamukhi Ma mantra, you will get this, and just keep listening to it. If you cannot speak or you cannot hear, your
Yes,
100% your evil things or your aura will start getting clean, and evil will go away, far far away from you. Because
because all these tantric mantras and I can say, or these powerful mantras, not tantric mantra, this is.
Tantric is not a negative word, Rohitji. Tantra is not a negative word. Yantra, Tantra, and Mantra are three devices.
Mhm.
Yantra means actual device. Tantra means the way to use the device. And Mantra means the way to make sure that you put that energy into that device. So
Mhm.
everything is a device, and Yantra, Mantra, Tantra are positive words. But Tantra and Tantric has been very negatively portrayed by all the films, and all the witchcraft is portrayed very evil. So remember, whoever does tantric vidya or whoever goes into these dark practices, they will get destroyed for sure, but their families and generation will be destroyed. And there comes pitru dosh. Your pitras have made mistake, but the lineage has to suffer. Okay. So for what? For that, we have to pacify the Pitras. We have to make sure during Pitra Paksh we are doing so many things so that their soul gets peace. And if their soul is in less pain, we will get less pain. Moving forward, Rohitji, here Lord Hanuman. Everyone knows Hanuman is a universal god. He's worshipped around continents. Somewhere as the Monkey King, somewhere as the Vanara god, somewhere as Hanumanji's many names he has. Now Hanumanji actually praying to him gives us a lot of courage. And my daughter Rohitji, she has a mindset now that Hanumanji is watching her all the time. So if she is doing any kind of bad job, she immediately says, "Oh my God, Hanumanji is watching." If I also say something bad, she's like, "Oh, don't say, Papa, Hanumanji is watching." Somehow the energy of Hanumanji is so positive that whenever in the night, whenever she sleeps, she only listens to Hanuman Chalisa. And now she will herself say that, Alexa, play 4 a.m. Hanuman Chalisa on repeat. And by chance, if she gets up in the night, middle of the night, and Hanuman Chalisa has stopped, she will say that, "Mummy, why Hanuman Chalisa is not playing? Is there ghost? Is there evil? Is there monster?" So Hanumanji's power is so good that even small kids who don't know about all these things are do know that if Hanuman Chalisa or Hanuman thing is going on, that means I am safe. So Hanumanji is safety. It is Sankat Mochan. And now in Hanuman Chalisa, we say Sankat Kate Mite Savapira Jo Sumire Hanumat Balpira. That means whoever meditates on Hanumanji, all kind of trouble and pains disappear.
One
There is
more very strong line in Hanuman
yeah,
Chalisa.
Bhoot Pret Nikat nahi aave, Mahabir
हाँ
jab
मेरी
naam.
जब नाम सुना.
That means no evil can even come never ever close to you whenever you recite the name of Lord Hanuman. So Lord Hanuman Chalisa is supposed to be done. Another than that, Bajrang Ban or Sankat Mochan can also be done. But Hanuman Chalisa is very potent and very powerful to make sure that evil goes around away from you. Right, Rohitji?
Right.
Now here, Rohitji, Lord Narasimha, the third deity here. He is the fourth avatar of Bhagwan Vishnu.
Hmm.
Okay, and this form of Vishnu is worshipped to get victory over enemies and remove black magic and evil. This mantra, which I am going to be telling you, will be destroying all enemies of a devotee. For sure, they will be destroyed. Now, there is a popular belief that chanting the mantra when the sun has just been setting. So, this is supposed to be very extreme cases. So, where extreme cases where people are not able to get any results. There, so make sure that, see, potency of the magic is also very important. Sometimes it is just evil eye, or someone must have said something on such a time and such a place and such a moment when his words came true. And that is, that's why we say never say negative things, because Saraswati, Ma Saraswati has a, I will make a one video completely on this topic, that how Ma Saraswati comes and sits on our tongue once a day. And why? What is the story behind it? Why Saraswati Ma sits on our tongue? What is the reason behind it? So that is why in a day, in 24 hours, there is one time then when you say something, it comes true. And sometimes you say and you say, "Oh, I could have wished for a bigger thing." But that is what is God. He knows what you are desiring and when Saraswati Ma is supposed to come and sit here. So this mantra, you have to be doing this during twilight. That is during the time of sun setting down, but sun rays are still visible. Okay, so basically the best part is to do almost 40 minutes before sunset, because that is the twilight. The sun is almost going down and you can see the slowly sun rays and little bit of clouds. It is twilight. Okay, it is a time that between, it is the shift of the, it is a shift of the um, shifts, the shift of the shift of gods. So all the gods who are ruling the morning goes to rest, and all the gods who are, and angels, or the deities who are ruling the evening comes to life. Om Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvotha Mugham. This is the mantra. It is here. Now, again, if you just write this mantra on YouTube, you will get it. So you will have the right pronunciation, and listening to it during that time is also very auspicious.
The main take care of during this mantra is that you should know you should be fresh up in the morning, take shower, wear
No,
fresh clothes.
in the evening also, if you're not freshen up, at least you should have your mouth washed, hand washed,
Hmm.
be very in pure, in good
Proper
clothes,
place,
proper
not on the
place.
bed or
And
anywhere you can recite this Bagalamukhi
looking at
mantra.
the sun or looking at the place where sunset is happening is important.
Hmm.
Okay?
Or either if you are going to temple daily, then it's better you recite the mantra there, because in house there are no shuddha places or very good places, but very need to take care about these
Yeah,
mantras.
but I feel that if you after the mantra is recited, you just ask God that if I have done any mistake or by mistakenly if I have
This
done
is important.
any wrong thing, so please forgive me. And I don't think so. God will punish. God has no intention of punishing us, but make sure we be pure. Okay, you know why doctors wear gloves and they wear a lot of
Yes,
sanitizer on the red? Why? They could just do like
hygiene.
this only, right? Because just to maintain purity, so that
Hmm.
you do not get affected by their actions. Okay. Now, Rohiji, another remedies which are very common and very used, but many people don't know. By keeping a whole lemon in a glass of water, we will come to know the negative or positive vibes in our home or workplace, wherever it is kept. So, lemon is a very potent, conductor of energies. That is why in every tradition, lemon is used to remove evil spirits, or put it. It is um, uh, put around your whole body and then thrown away in the direction in the north west direction, so that your evil eye goes away from you. Now here there are indicators. This is an indicator. If the lemon bursts in water, then the negativity was too much for the lemon to handle, and after absorbing the negativity, the lemon bursts. So remember that you have to then do another remedies at home, and that's what I told you in the beginning. So this is just a tester, like how to test that what kind of energy is in my home. Secondly, if the water becomes milky, that means the negativity is being absorbed by the water and it is not so potent. So it's okay. Now, don't need to worry about it. Also, make sure that lemon glass, is facing the entrance from the house or inside the business. So just see that wherever you place the lemon glass, it can be very far away, but it should look at the entrance door. Now we have to figure out where. I have a very good place in my house where I directly see from that place the my kitchen's sink, and above that there is a place where I've kept a glass and a lemon in it. Okay, so you can find out where you can keep, or if possible, just make a small shelf in front of. If you have a wall in front of the house, make a small shelf and put it on there. And another important thing, which is to be done regularly, is cinnamon. Using a big pinch of freshly ground cinnamon or store bought cinnamon powder, place it in the center of your palm, stand in front by the front of your home door, like outside the door, and you should be facing inside the house. Like the house door should, you will basically you're entering the house. That way you come and blow the cinnamon in your home and visualize that money, wealth, health, love, prosperity coming to the home. And this is how you will enhance the energy. I will also make a video on why cinnamon and how is it associated with Ma Lakshmi and Ma Saraswati. Yes, Rohitji. And now, last but not the least, very important message, Rohitji, that with the power of God within us, we never fear the power around us. If we believe in God, if we are spiritual, if we are doing the right things, if we are, there can be temporary blockages, but God is there. And may it be Vishnu, may it be Jesus Christ, may it be Allah, may it be Ek Omkar, anyone in the world. We have to understand that if the power of God is within us, no one in the world, no negative energy can enter your, enter your 1,000 meters away from you. It will be there. Yes, Vedji?
Yes, and I think you were telling me one more very powerful remedy yesterday for this thing from Bhagavad Gita, told by
The
your
12th
guru.
Adhyaya of Bhagavad Gita.
That is very important.
Very important. So anyone who's also going through very irreparable damage, or that is mostly, Rohitji, for people who have been possessed by ghosts. So if someone is possessed by ghost and you think that they're acting very weird, so just recite the 12th chapter, the 12th adhyay, the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It is going to be ruining the ghost, and the ghost will run away immediately. and I have evidence for it. K.N. Rao, there is a tried and tested thing by Mr. K.N. Rao on the same thing where he gave the remedy of 12th Adhyaya of Bhagavad Gita, and the ghost ran away, never came back. Ji.
Yes, K.N. Rao ji, the father of modern astrology, he tell this thing in one video about this 12th adhyaya of Gita. Very important if you read Gita daily. This is you. So these are all things which we need to tell you, and thank you very much for subscribing. Lots of people subscribing, commenting. This is one of comment about this black magic thing which we need to make video after reading this comment. And those who are new to the channel, those who are just seeing this channel for first time, please subscribe for such more meaningful and scientific videos, research based video we make. And if you want a consultation, one-to-one consultation, video consultation with Akashji, just drop your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number given below. You will get the consultation with Akashji. Thank you very much. Thank you, Akashji. Thank you very much for guiding us, for telling us beautiful remedies and clear all myths and doubts about that. We'll meet you in some another video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram. Jai.